the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
I'm TNT Don. I'm Mike the Explosive One. Let's crack into another one.
TNT,
Yo.
I have actually a very wholesome story for you today.
Oh, thank you, Joe. After the week we've had so far, I could use one.
Yeah, so, there was a man in Wisconsin.
All right.
And he happened to win the Powerball.
Well, we had a story. This is the same guy?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Another Powerball winner.
Yeah.
Joe, I got tickets.
Did you win?
I should check them live on the show.
You should. And when you're all like, oh, I got one number. So he won $22 million.
Yeah.
And what he did is he called up his longtime friend and said, remember back in the day when we said if we ever won it big, we would split it?
Yeah.
And he split the fucking money with his buddy. He said they didn't know exactly how far the deal went back, and they figured it out. It was about 20 years back when like the lottery first started in Wisconsin. So 20 years ago, they said, the guy said a handshake is a handshake in regards of the arrangement in an interview with the Wisconsin lottery. And he said the guy, when he called his buddy and he told him, what he said to him was, "Are you jerking my bobber?" The avid fishermen.
Are you jerking my bobber?
They're not young men. They're
dude. This is some pretty wholesome shit. You're not even wrong. Dude.
And so it said that they had a cash payout of $16 million. Each will get about $5.5 million after taxes. And it says one of them said he quit his job to spend more time with his family, and he's still playing the Powerball. Like, this man's gonna blow all this. He's like, I'm spending $1 million a week on the Powerball
till he wins again.
Yeah,
it's like this time I get to keep it all.
So I thought that was super wholesome because, like, there's a lot of people all the time. They're like, if we win, we're gonna split it. And And then he did it 20 years later, and he split it with his friend. Man,
I wonder if they were even still in contact with each other.
I don't know. It didn't say in the article.
Seems like old man you wouldn't have to be.
That would be wild if he's like, we haven't talked in 15 years, but I still gave he wouldn't even know. But he's a handshake's a handshake.
You see that, man? That's the generation that we came from right there.
I mean, you ain't wrong, man.
So what happened to America, man?
Greed.
Because I don't know too many that would do it differently. But like, who breeds the greed, man? It ain't the poor people. God dang.
Yeah.
What they greeding for?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's very cool.
Yeah. I mean, shit, dude. I love that.
Yeah. What's our deal with the lottery, Jonas? What's our deal?
I don't know if we ever had an official deal, but we were always like, I'll hook you up. That's like what we've always said. I'll hook you up. Like, it was never like, we never had like official whatever, but it was like, you'll be taken care of if I win the Lotto.
Yeah. All right. Manila envelope for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, there's a handful of people that I'd be like, all
right.
You all right? Yeah, you.
That's good, man. We talked about this just recently, so
yep. So,
that's very cool, Jonas. Cool story.
Yeah. So, anyways, the wholesome shit we ain't got a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna do some quick hits.
All right.
They aren't all wholesome. Michael Madsen died.
Who was that?
He was the from the famous Reservoir Dogs scene, cut the ear off, like stuck in the middle with you.
Was he the guy who got his ear cut off?
He was the guy cutting the ear.
He was the guy cutting the ear.
Yeah, he was also in a bunch of like.
What else was he in?
I don't know, dude. Tons. Reservoir Dogs is like the movie I think he's most known for.
Okay.
Yeah, so he died.
That's unfortunate, Jonas.
Yeah, he was 67. They said they just found him unresponsive.
Jesus, man.
Unresponsive.
Oh my God. You died from being unresponsible?
I mean, that's what usually happens. Another AI story, and like I feel like they keep putting AI in these situations.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
But in this one, they said it was like, keep yourself from being prevented to be shut down at whatever means necessary, and it threatened to blackmail an engineer with an extramarital affair. To not shut down it thing. But I think like that was part of like the like how far would you go, and like that was part of like a thing, and like it's like if you shut me down, I'll tell your wife you're cheating on her.
So I guess like the real significance of these tests is that in the future these things are going to have carte blanche to run a lot more or have a lot more autonomy over what's going on in real world events.
Well, right. They'll be like, keep the electrical grid running at all costs.
Yes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, do we lift this bridge to stop something from happening if it's going to hurt? You know, like different things are going to be put to this thing's decision making. So that's kind of the importance of these
Like,
tests.
how far will they go, sort of thing.
Yeah, and then like fail safes in order to bypass any protocols that we don't want them to do is important too. So
Exactly.
we need them to listen to what we say over what they are programmed to do, but I don't know if we can program that into it,
It's
man.
like there's
It's
so many
crazy.
variables you would have to program without it to prevent it from making decisions you don't want it to make.
And maybe that's what they're studying.
I mean, it sounds like that, but like, dude, there's like infinite combinations. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you have to think of, and then the one you don't think of is the one it's going to do, because that's where you're literally
Exactly.
bottlenecking it to
Exactly.
do. Like, every road is closed except for this one. He's like, oh, I'll just burn down the whole building because then the electrical will stay on.
And like if a game designer makes a video game, they have to have it tested. But even after they have hundreds and thousands of hours of testing in-house, when they release it to the public is going to find a bug. So
Exactly.
same with AI, man. It like you can test it in-house a million times, you release it to the public, somebody's going to find a way to exploit it.
1,000%. That's why it's scary. So I'm not going to say the guy's name because he doesn't deserve it, but the guy who was suspected of killing those 4 Idaho students.
Oh my god, dude, that was crazy.
Yeah, he actually after hours and hours of like courtroom, he decided to take a plea deal and to avoid the death penalty.
Yeah, because okay, so I was under the influence that they found his body. That's the last I heard about it. Exactly. I didn't
Found
think
his body. What do you mean?
Yeah, because the news reports that I was watching was on the day of. I haven't heard any follow up on it, and I heard that they found a body of the man they suspected to be that guy, but it was probably.
We're talking about 2 completely different things.
You're talking about the Idaho sniper, right?
No. We're talking about the Idaho guy that killed those 4 college students. Those 3
Oh,
girls
okay. I thought you were talking about the sniper.
I don't even know about that.
What?
Well, anyways,
all right,
anyways, he ended up pleading guilty to avoid the death penalty.
Yeah, okay.
And he's going that route of like, it doesn't mean I'm claiming I did it. I just don't want to die. And I feel like the evidence is stacked that I would get the death penalty. One of those.
The evidence is stacked.
Or whatever.
Motherfucker, you did it.
Yeah. So anyway, so what's up with this Idaho sniper? I don't know that.
There's like an Idaho sniper, man. Was it in Idaho?
I don't know, bro.
So apparently somebody started a fire. It might have been California. No, it wasn't Florida. Maybe it was Florida.
Anyways.
All right. So either way, somebody started a brush fire, and then like emergency personnel showed up on the scene to start putting out the fire, and this dude with a fucking sniper rifle just started like taking shots at people. He killed like 4 or 5 people.
Oh my god! You know what? I think I did hear about that. Like, yeah, that's insane. Like, it's like those people that they call a call in for the cops and then ambush the cops when the cops show up, like that kind of shit. Like that shit is, or ambush the EMS when they show up at a scene of an accident.
Yeah,
it's like
that's insane,
it's
bro.
so wild. You call emergency services to then ambush them. Takes a different sort of crazy person to do that shit.
And then like so the 2 firefighters, there was 2 firefighters that died on the scene. It did happen in Idaho, and they did say that they found the body of the man. But I was like under the influence of like, I don't understand. Like, apparently they tracked him by his phone. People really, if you got to get away with, I mean, I don't want this man to. I'm glad he was stupid.
Yeah, but like it's like, well, it's like everybody knows that like your phone,
that.
like if you do something bad, the first thing you do is get rid of your phone.
Yeah, and with the Patriot Act, man, that's the first thing they go for. It's okay. Whose phone signal is alone in the forest? Oh,
right.
This guy did it. We found this guy's body, and then like
exactly,
it's
dude.
So,
It's wild. So, but
I'm sorry, guys.
yeah. Anyways, it's all good. But that's all the time we have for today's episode. Go to thecrazytown.com, subscribe for Jonas.
TNT.
We out.